Hello, everybody. Happy holidays, and welcome back to Robots Don't Age. I am your host, Cody, and with me today, as always, is the lovely Kiani.
Hello, everyone. Happy holidays.
As we're recording this right now, it is December 9th, and it will be released on the 18th. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be the closest thing we're going to have to a Christmas episode as we discuss Robot Santa and a few of the other Futurama robots like Kwanzaabot.
Ooh, ooh.
In the meantime, as always, we want to talk about something a little bit different to kick off the episode. So, to begin with, I thought we could do kind of a thematic thing. Since both of our families celebrate Christmas, we could talk about, like, Christmases past, present, and future.
Yes. Yay! Christmas!
Yay, Christmas! Everybody get your cocoa ready. It's okay, we'll wait. Just pause it right here.
Add the alcohol later,
Yeah.
Spike the eggnog.
So, for Christmas past, one of the ones that really stuck out with me, one of the presents that I really remember was getting not my first game system, because, like, we grew up in a gaming household, but the one for me and my siblings in particular was the N64, and we would have gotten that back in, like, 99, and Pokemon Snap came with it, or, no, we didn't come, yeah. Pokemon Snap didn't come with it. Our parents bought us Pokemon Snap to play, and we would just spend, like, hours together as a group, just constantly, like, Pokemon Snap, are you familiar with it?
No, I'm not. I played Pokemon on Game Boy and shit like that, but
there were a couple of N64 games, Pokemon Snap being like a rail one where essentially you're like on a track and you're just following the same path, but the whole goal is to take pictures of different Pokemon doing different things. So I believe you could get like Pikachu on a surfboard on the beach just doing a flip, things like that.
Okay.
So you get different points for different Pokemon doing different things. They're actually coming up with the second one for the Switch, and I'm actually really excited about that, which is weird, but it's such a nostalgic hit. I'm just like, oh, of course I want the new Pokemon Snap. Why wouldn't I?
Of course I must go get this. I think that's why, like, the Pokemon Go or whatever thing was so fucking popular, just because of the nostalgia that it holds for, like, our generation.
And I mean, there are still people playing Pokemon Go too, even, but especially when it first hit, like, you obviously remember I was one of the people playing it. It was fun.
Got people out of the house and stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
The world was a simpler place. We're all more united at the time. Anyways, Pokemon Go, yeah. But that was my Christmas past. What do you got for me?
Okay, so my dad, I've got a gift and then I've got like a thing that we used to do. My dad, when we were younger, if we because he'd have like a set price range for each kid, and so if we asked for something that like took up that whole thing, so we'd only have one gift to open, he did scavenger hunts, which I always loved. They were always so much fun, and now the scavenger hunt always led back to the house. Always, like, we fucking knew it was gonna come back to the house. But that shit would like take you all over town sometimes with like the clues that he would give, and they were great. And he'd and one of my favorite clues was it had said, pop the top and let the goose fly. And now, mind you, I was a little bit older, but that clue led me to a Grey Goose bottle in the cabinet where my next clue was. And I don't even remember what the hell the present was, but I just remember the scavenger hunts because they were always so much fun. I feel like we've all each done one, which was always really cool. And then a gift from my past that I still utilize now. My mother had bought me an art easel. And like when she first got it for me, like a painter's easel, and I had never painted before in my fucking life. Like I drew on things and was like into art and stuff, but I had never touched painting ever. And so she bought me this easel and I'm just like, thanks, Mom. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't even fucking paint. Like, what the fuck is this for? And like now,
yay, new fucking coat.
Right? A thing to stay in a box and just be like, I love it. But now at the age of fucking almost 30, I use that fucker like every day. Who would have known? Like I started a whole business off of my painting. So apparently Mom knew somehow. I don't know fucking how, but she knew. So that's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm not still utilizing my Pokemon Snap skills, but I'm glad you're still using your easel. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so for Christmas present, as everyone's aware, not really a whole lot going on, but in kind of the more uplifting side of it, for the past, like, many years, because of where we worked at, I've had no holiday spirit whatsoever. And recently, I guess just because of last year and the different department that I'm in, I'm actually able to kind of enjoy the holidays just a little bit at times.
Yeah.
And maybe have some Christmas cheer once in a while. It's nice.
I get
Not often, but it's in
I
there.
get that because we made a move to similar departments, and so it's like going over to that end of things. A lot of what goes on in our facility is not our problem, so it's kind of nice to walk in there and be like, "Yep, it's not my issue."
Oh, look at all of that shit I just don't have to deal with this time of year.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, your day.
But yeah, I mean, I just got my Christmas spirit back a little bit. Not really doing a whole lot of like major stuff gift-wise this year, but it's, it's been good to get a little bit of holiday cheer back.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like with my Christmas present currently, I have been away from my family for a really long time, like almost a year. I haven't seen my family, so even though it's COVID, like I'm driving, taking all the freaking precautions, but I'm gonna go home and see my grandma, which is really exciting for me because I miss her so much. My gammy. And I'm going to I'm actually making her a painting right now. I've actually kind of been doing a lot of painting as, gifts for people. And I've had some people make orders and stuff as Christmas gifts, which is also very exciting. I've had some commissions.
Ooh.
So yeah, business popping, making people's Christmas joyful and shit with my artwork. So that's really nice. I'm really thankful for that, to be able to do that.
Sounds like it's been a productive Christmas, man. Good for you.
It's been very productive.
Okay, so Christmas future, I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet. I want Pokemon Snap 2 and the new Pikmin game when they come out. I don't even play my Switch.
I don't know what I'd want for Christmas future. Maybe to be like, I don't know, like a city or something like that. I don't know. I did see this thing for a long, far, far, far away. Christmas far, far away. Whenever I do have kids, I seen this TikTok recently where these people like took their kids to it was like a Christmas tree farm, to go get their Christmas tree. And
yeah.
But instead of having the kids pick out a tree, they'd make the kids go find the biggest pine cone they could find. And what they would do is they would go home, and then the kids would like put the pine cone in a dish of water, and then the next day they would get up and they had grown a Christmas tree. Like it was like Christmas magic. And I really liked that. Like I thought that was fucking adorable, and I would love to do that with my kids. Be like, pick out the thing, pick out your pine cone, and then they get we're gonna grow the tree, and then they get up the next day and they're just like, oh fuck, look at this tree, Christmas is magical.
And it's like in the middle of the night, you and your fucking husband have to go find a tree, haul it back, decorate it, get everything good to go. And you're like, oh, I bet you love the kids, right? Yeah, I fucking love the kids. It's great.
It's great.
One of them rubbed cookies in the car earlier. Yeah, it's fine. I fucking love them.
It's fine. They ground their fucking candy canes into the carpet. Little shits.
Spill their drink all over the place. Yeah, they're wonderful little angels.
They're
fucking
wonderful.
Miss them. No, that does sound really sweet, though. That would be a fun tradition to do with the kids, at least for a few years.
That was cute. And then I also, one of my friends, I seen that she had, you know this person as well. I seen that apparently with her family, it's a tradition to put, I think it's like treats. It was leave out a note for Santa and then leave treats for the reindeer in a pair of shoes on the front porch, which I thought was adorable as well, because it's a fun way, instead of just mailing your letter off to Santa, you leave it out on the front porch and treats for the reindeer.
Well, doesn't everyone leave out milk and cookies?
Well, I mean, they leave out.
They
leave out milk and cookies. The night before. I had never heard of someone being like, okay, well, we're gonna leave the note out on the porch for like Saint Nick, whatever, Saint Nick Day.
What about the reindeer?
So they leave out treats for the reindeer, which I thought was really cute as well. I'm like, oh, these are nice little traditions. I like these. These are cute. So I'd like to incorporate some of those.
You know what another nice little tradition is that I like to incorporate into things?
What is that?
This commercial break. Hey guys, your co-host Cody here, and I'd just like to put out a special offer for our audience. If there's a charity that's near and dear to your heart, tweet at the Robots Don't Age official page, and I will donate $25 on behalf of the podcast. Thanks for listening. Ho ho, holy shit, we're back talking about Robot Santa. How's everybody doing? Kiani, how are you?
I'm fucking fantastic.
Now, going back and watching our buddy Robot Santa, I realized that he has like a ton of weapons, so I thought it'd be fun to rank them 1 through 3.
Okay.
Now, Kiani, what do you got for me?
Okay. The ornament grenade was probably one of my favorites because I just thought that was, very clever and whatnot. I also liked the M240 machine gun, because when he was riding on the sleigh and then had the elves along with him, and they're just feeding
and they're loading in the Christmas lights.
Yeah, they're feeding in the Christmas lights. I liked how they took these weapons and then turned them into Christmas themed weapons. I really dug that. I thought that was cool. And then I also liked the good old fashioned eggnog Molotov cocktails. I thought that was a fun weapon.
Fun fact, everyone at home, you can make your own eggnog Molotov cocktail out of the Evan Williams eggnog, I'd assume.
Probably.
Not encouraging it, just saying, it's a possibility.
Is this a shameless plug?
Alright, so yeah, for my number 3, I went with the knife cane. It's, the one he used when he fell down the chimney. He pulls it out, it's pretty straightforward, it's just a candy cane with a knife at the end. Number 2, like you mentioned, the ornament grenade. It's colorful, it's fun, it's creative, it's pretty straightforward too. It's the round object, of course, it's going to be a grenade, but just the fact that it's a little cheery, shaped like an ornament, it's nice, adds a little festivity to the killings. Mm-hmm. And my number 1 would be the laser Tommy gun. It reminds me a lot of the laser RCW from Fallout New Vegas, but I mean, just the Prohibition era style, Tommy gun. We've talked about this before. You used to be able to order them through a catalog.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, it just wasn't a big deal that they existed because nobody really gave a shit until people started killing people with them. Anyways, it was the Prohibition gun of the 20s, and this is obviously just a laser version of that, so that's why it hit my favorite weapon. I just thought it was a really cool design.
You can't drink alcohol, but you can get a fucking Tommy gun out of your Sears catalog.
Well, presumably, yeah, it's funny you should say that, because that Tommy gun helped a lot of people with selling alcohol.
But I love...
And also, the magnet ripping, spoiler alert, the magnet ripping Bender apart in, I think, the second Christmas episode totally supports my Terminator
Dude,
magnet.
yes! So much,
that.
yes. When I saw that, I immediately thought of that. I was like, Cody was right with the whole, Terminator conversation with that, for sure.
Speaking of Terminator, they do, 2 Terminator references, I think, throughout the Christmas episodes. One for Bender and one for, Santa.
That's fucking great. That's great. I didn't even catch
So, yeah, everyone, I'm telling you, giant magnets.
Would end it. So if we ever have this issue in the future, magnets would solve our problem.
Yeah, if robots ever decide to become our overlords, I, for one, am going to welcome it. But as a backup plan, I'll use magnets.
Oh, shit. Some of the other things that I liked with this episode, I really enjoyed how they turned all of the Christmas songs into just murderous Santa songs. They were just on point, on beat, and they were all murdery Santa music.
All the fun, upbeat, cheery songs.
Yes.
That must have been fun in the writers' room, sitting around coming up with parodies. They're just all right, it's Christmas. People are gonna die. We have a homicidal Santa. What are we doing?
Let's come up with songs.
Break out the tow missile.
Oh, shit.
I also wanted to mention the Christmas tree time bomb, because that was just this is cool. Another festive one again.
I liked that. I liked that concept. I thought that was cool too. Definitely neat. And then they also had, in Bender's big score, which, touched on, the Santa, robot Santa and whatnot, it also had the different holiday zombies, or holiday zombies. The other holiday, characters as well. They had a Hanukkah zombie, and then they had the Kwanzaa bot, which I thought was really neat. And then they had, the Hanukkah zombie had, his own weapons. It was a dreidel made of blasting clay, and then some napalm bunnies, which I thought was really neat.
Why the bunnies? Do you know if there's any particular reason for that?
Know. Or I don't know the relevance to that. Maybe someone could explain to us.
Just sitting around fuck it, bunnies. There has to be a reason. I'm sure
there was the explosive music box that the Kwanzaa bot had.
I think Kwanzaa Bot might be like, out of those three, he's probably the nicest and maybe the only one who's not a complete homicidal
Right.
maniac.
I can't quite remember why they joined forces. I just know that they did. You know?
Yeah, I only remember him from like the time Bender played Santa Claus and he made an appearance and they were just, you know, having a conversation.
I think they joined forces because those aliens had tricked people into basic
Giving up all this
and
stuff.
to get like they were like scammers on the internet or whatever, and they tricked everyone. I also very much enjoyed, and this has nothing to do with the holidays at all, but I really enjoyed like all the executive powder stuff, and it was like, you know, just all the shade from being canceled or whatever, like the executive.
Oh no, they were all beaten horribly. Many of them were dead.
Need to clean your toilet. Use Torgo's executive powder.
Like, those idiots that canceled us are dead. Oh yeah, that was good. Futurama, by the way, I forgot about how much like I love the show. It's been so many years since I've actually gone back and watched it, but like I've started, you know, going back from episode 6, Bender's Big Score, and watching like the last few seasons. And I mean, it's got some really good stuff in there that I've completely forgotten about.
I also really like that, you know, Santa's all like, oh, he's like deemed to see everyone as naughty. Like they said that he had like, you know, a malfunction in his hardware or whatever that made him that way. And then he walks in and he's like, you've all been naughty. And then he's like, except for you, Zoidberg.
Except for you, boy. You get a pogo stick. Pogo stick for Zoidberg.
I thought that was great. It's great.
You know, if anyone deserves to be on the nice list, it is Zoidberg, the poor guy.
I definitely agree.
Alright, so out of the whole cast of characters then, since we're talking about them, who would you say is your favorite character? I mean, I can go first if you'd like me to.
First.
Fry, definitely. I mean, I like the slacker delivery boy aspect. He's usually the butt of the joke, comedic relief. Plus, if you go back and watch the episode about his dog, you'll cry and hate yourself, so it's good stuff.
I think I would have to say that I like the professor the most.
Good news, everyone. Every time there's something bad that's about to happen, good news, everyone.
And then I feel like he has this obsession with being naked a lot of the time. Like he's just
You're
like, I'm
wrong.
old, I want to take all of my clothes off. And like, however, I am not old. I relate to this. I feel like that hits me on a spiritual level.
I just watched the planet where they the episode where they released a new iPhone, and they had to go take all the recycling to the what is it called, like the third world planet, something I called that the third world planet, I think it was called, something like that. And as soon as the president Nixon, which by the way I fucking love the fact that Nixon is the president throughout the entire show, he makes the announcement, as soon as we find some minimum wage nobodies to haul these somewhere on the third world country planet. And instantly the professor turns around. Good news, everybody.
Good news, everybody. And I also, I feel like this was in the Bender's Big...
Oh, it's good news, everyone. How am I fucking that up? Anyways.
He really does every time. I really liked, in Bender's Big Score, I really liked that the dude that Leela fell in love with was Fry. Like, I was so happy that it was just him for the future.
Oh, I know. It's such a heartfelt, like, romantic story. It's just, the show shouldn't be able to get you in the feels like it does, but it fucking does, man.
I like that they have it all. They really do.
Watch Futurama, they said. It'll be fun, they said. You won't cry about a dog.
It'll be fine. It won't tug on your fucking heartstrings. But it does.
Alright, Kiani, do you have any closing thoughts on Futurama or Robot Santa?
I do not. Other than watch it, you know? Get into the...
Yeah, watch it. They're all on Hulu. Fuck it.
Do it. And also, I hope that everyone has a good holiday season. I know that shit's rough, and you can't necessarily go see all the people and have your big family get-togethers and shit, but, like, I hope that everybody still has a good holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate.
Yeah, do what you can, be safe, and, enjoy it as much as you can, everyone.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!